We are grateful to our sponsors, Kelly Stafford with Stafford Tree Service, and also Black Kow Cow Manure. If you need your trees trimmed locally, remember Stafford Tree Service at staffordtreesvc.com, and please visit Black Kow Cow Manure, that's K-O-W. Remember, both of the contact details are in the description below. If you're in Tampa Bay and you've got a large tree that may have a problem with it, maybe it's hanging over your house and you've been quoted thousands of dollars to have that tree removed, maybe you need that done, but maybe you don't. Let us come out and take a look at your tree, give you an unbiased opinion, because I don't carry a chainsaw. We want to make sure we can save all the trees we can in Tampa Bay. They have borers, they have fungus. Give us a call, we'll come out, take a look at it, maybe inject it, and maybe save it. Hi, I'm Stan DeFreitas, Mr. Greenthumb, for the Ask Mr. Greenthumb Gardening Segments. If you're looking for a bomb of a plant, well, you might consider this one. This is a Bombshell Caladium, and it is one that I like it because it almost looks like a fireworks. It's going up with these big, tall leaves. Now, we think of, bulbs and corms basically for northern plants, but this one, of course, can be grown here. I would say, like so many plants, it's beautiful. It looks like someone's taken a paint by numbers brush. It reminds me back when I was on PBS many moons ago. Remember the guy that always did oh, look at the pretty little flowers he'd be putting on there and the little happy clouds. And yes, he was, his show was on the same time my show was on. Yes, Bob Ross was the name of the guy who was doing the show for PBS about the same time I did a show for 12 years on PBS, and of course a couple of seasons on local CBS as well. But we're here today, of course, with you. This plant is one that I would give it good moisture. I would say, like some of our other botanical buddies, you've got to watch it. It is toxic. If you've got a cat or a dog that likes to chew on stuff, and you say, well, my dog or my cat won't chew on it, well, that happens until you see them out there chewing on it because, I don't know, they just like the idea of going to see the vet. So remember, this plant might not be one that you want to have for that situation. If you've got cats and dogs, this may not be the one, though I've had one in my front yard, never had a problem with a cat or a dog yet, and it's been there for probably 20 years. But I have to say that because I don't want you to come back to me and say, hey, this thing was inside on my porch or patio and had a problem. As far as light level, it'll grow well in full sun to partial shade. So if you've got a shady area, this still gives you the color in that shady spot, which so many times plants don't. As far as watering, keep it moist, but let it dry out a little bit in between. If the bulb or corm, I should say, really gets too wet, it could get into a rot problem and not come back. They will die off during the winter season, but they'll come back almost every spring pretty reliably as long as it's not real mucky or real wet in that area. That being said, I normally like to improve the soil. I'd add the peat, I'd add the cow. I'd really make sure you make a good rich mixture that does hold the moisture so this little corm can really do its thing. As far as fertilizer, during the growing season, about every 2 to 3 weeks. And if you have a mulch, I like to mulch them. You don't need to really do any pruning on them, but you could divide it and you can make more. So that's one of the plants that you could have a bunch of if you want to get out there with your samurai sword, cut through, and you want to divide them. You can do that by division. We mentioned they're not cold hardy in cold parts of the country, so you may want to go ahead, if you're in a cold area, dig up the little corm, put it in some dry peat moss, and put it into your shed or someplace in the garage where it's not going down really severely below freezing, and they can be replanted again. Normally replanting it with about, I'd plant it 1.5 to 2 inches deep. I wouldn't go real far, but I would plant it, of course, under the ground. I wouldn't just set it on the ground like you might some plants. This caladium, well, they come in a bunch of different colors, and you'll see them with white, pink, and red. And this bulb, I think, is one that you might want to have in your shady part of your landscape. You know, we have new videos dropping every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. on your favorite social media platform. If you enjoy it, you know, hit the button, but also get your neighbors, get your friends, get that garden club group to join in as well, because they may learn something even though they may have a good base of knowledge. And once again, we want to thank all of our botanical buddies for watching.